Hi everyone, I'm Michael Muradian, Director of Business Development at Bittrex Global and the host of our video AMA. Today we're featuring Devicoin and our guest is Sergio Nunes, CEO of Moon Labs. Thank you for joining us today. The Bittrex Global team is excited about our partnership with Devicoin.
Thank you, Michael, for having me here today.
Great. So for our AMAs, we source questions from Bittrex Global and crypto community regarding your listing.
Mhm.
So let's dive in and see what they want to know about your projects. So, to kick off things, we always like to learn a little bit about our guests and hear your team's story. Can you tell our audience about what gave you the idea to create this unique project?
Sure. So myself, I'm a game developer for more than 10 years now. And when going back to 2020 with the market crash because of COVID, I started investing in Bitcoin because I missed the 2017 window. And I said, next time it crashes, I'm going to invest hard on that. And then for the 2020 years, I was just a crypto enthusiast, studying my marketing and seeing the price of Bitcoin soaring. I bought like Bitcoin at that five grand USD, and by
Nice.
the end of the year it was like 20. And I said, okay, that's something there. And as a programmer, a software engineer in game development, I started studying the blockchain technology, and I was fascinated by that. And then I said, okay, the way blockchain works, I think we can kind of fit with game development. And then I started studying the game industry with blockchain until I found that would date to February 2021 when the NFT was start kind of getting traction, and then plays to earn and games and blockchain games were getting the highlight. And then I said, okay, I think it's a good time to jump on, because one thing that I notes on these blockchain games, uh, like a pattern that not all of them, like majority of them, kind of lacked of some polish, some feel of real game. Was more like a crypto project with some game mechanics on top of it. So I said, I think we can come up with some different, like a game first, so it's fun to
Yeah.
play. You have all this polishing, and then it's backed with your cryptocurrency. So the end results was a game that is backed by a cryptocurrency. So the currency inside the game, it's not just inside the game. It reflects to the real world. So you can then play and earn, because
Yeah.
like by getting like mining your coins inside the game, it means that can you can bring that to a real world. And
Perfect.
that how's Devkins started and Moon Labs.
Nice. Can you tell us a little bit about the background of the Devicoin team?
Yeah, sure. So Moon Labs, we are partnered with Clever, and Clever it's a big ecosystem, and it's getting bigger and bigger in the crypto community. They have like a wallet used by millions of users. They release the exchange. They are building their own blockchain right now, and so they are our backbone of our crypto space for the games. And in Moon Lab side, we are more focused on the game development. Our team it's kind of split half and half, Canada and Brazil. Our developers are in Brazil. Our artists, designer, producers are here in Canada, and many of them has like years and years of game development industry. So I would say we are more a game development. We have a huge experience in game development, and then we are backed by Clever with the blockchain expertise. So I think we are both covered in both sides of what do you propose to do, like a blockchain game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you tell us
being
why
a
the name Devicoin? So, we'd love to learn more about the story behind the name.
sure. Yeah, Devcoin was just a simple name because our game, which Devcoin is the main utility token, it's called Devkins. So what's the half of the name Devi and the coin, because it's a token, it's a coin. So was not brainer there to come up with the name Devcoin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. So, looking forward now, can you walk us through the DevCoins team roadmap for the future? What does some of the upcoming milestones look like for the next year, as well as long term in the next like 5 to 10 years?
Sure. Yeah. Devkins right now, we are just soft launched the game last week, so we have about 100 players testing the game for real. So they are already training their NFTs, are already earning their DVKs inside the game. We have our full launch of phase 1 for Devkins next week on 14th. And Devkins is a mobile game, so we see a mobile game as a service. So it's not going to be like a regular video game that you buy a disc, put in your console or install in your PC. You beat the game, that's it. Let's go to the next. We see that's like a service. It's always getting new updates, so you're going to play for years and years. And that Devkins has this huge roadmap where we divide the start of the project, our first idea for the project, in 3 phases that we call phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Phase 1 is going to be released next week. Phase 2, is what I'm looking for to deliver. That's our combat or turn-based RPG style mobile game. It's going to be still this year. It's scheduled right now to September. And after that, we have the third that's a new layer for combat. That's the phase 3. And we still other stuff that I think Devkins is moving towards as it walks along with the blockchain games industry tendency and stuff like that. But we are not ready yet to disclose what it is. But yeah, phase 3 is not the last phase for Devkins for
We're
sure.
very excited to wait for a phase 3 and see what you guys are working on the back end. Yeah. But as a follow-up to this, one of our users asked, play to earn and gamify are like the big trending topics right now, and there are many projects. What makes Devicoin unique?
Like I mentioned, our idea here is to do actual game experience, a really fun game experience, because those projects out there, many of them like that. They are really good at the crypto space, but they are not per se a game fun to play. You get your tokens, it's okay. It's more like it's a mining system with some game mechanics. So Devkins, we are really focused on the fun. So you're gonna have fun playing the game, and you're gonna be backed by cryptocurrency. And as I said, the team is really experienced. We are really polishing. We praise the polishing and the quality of our product. And I think the community sees that, and it's paying off already. And I think that's what we have delivered already is just a sliver of everything we are developing here in the background. So I think Devkins is gonna stand out as soon as we launch next week. But I really think that we're gonna be at peaks on phase 2. That's when you deliver the actual core combat gameplay and all the competitiveness.
When would that go live? Approximately phase 2?
Yes, combat is scheduled for phase 2, but we have some let's say medium deliverables between phase 1 and phase 2. Like I mentioned before to the community, we have seasons coming up. We are preparing some friend referral. So inviting your friends to play a game is gonna earn you some extra bucks and stuff like that. So we are actually developing many different things for Devkins.
Congratulations on that. So another topic a lot of the community members are interested in is staking. Does Devicoin have any plans to introduce staking if this doesn't already exist?
Yes, Devcoin has already a stake program. We launched the coin July last year, and for the first month we gave 16% APR as a promotional period. Then after that we switched to 12% for the remainder of 2021. For 2022 we have 10% APR, and next year 2023 is going to be the last year for staking. It's going to pay 80% APR. And after that, all the coins issuance is going to be inside the game with our play and earn mechanics.
Nice. But as a follow-up to this, can you speak to us a bit more about the tokenomics of the project?
Sure. Devkins has a max supply of 10 billion tokens. We decided to go like this big number because it's a utility token. Right, it's not a governance token, so it's nice to have this good amount of coins. Right now on circulation supply, we have 3.6 and something billion tokens. Most of them were on ICO last year, and some reminders from the staking rewards people have already claimed over these like 9 months of coin released. That's it. Devcoin, majority of the token is going to be distributed inside the game. So as you play Devkins, you're going to earn that, and you're going to withdraw that from the game. We're testing that right now in soft launch, and it's all working as supposed to be.
That's great. That's great to hear. Can you tell us more about the Devkins NFT? So the value of the project and a little bit about the customizable aspects of the NFTs?
So for Devkins, aside of the token in Devcoin, we have the Devkins NFT right now, which are playable characters in our game. Each Devkin is unique. They are random generate when you buy one. We have a online shop that you can buy at any time, packs of 1, 4, and 10 NFT. We didn't have a max supply for NFTs because one of the main problems we saw when we did the blockchain research is that for late players, so players that was not at the beginning of the project, the end price was too steep. I was playing some competitors and I had to pay $700 just to start to play the game to check, okay, that's not my cup of tea. I don't want to play that, but I have already paid $700 to check that. So our idea is to have like a low end price. That's why we have the shop. Aside of that, we have the marketplace where players can buy NFTs already minted, so they know what they are getting. Because the NFTs, it's like any RPG character, so they have rarity, they have stats, and you have good ones, you have bad ones. And for Devkins, since it's an NFT, even the visuals, they are unique. Every Devkins. And the last time I made the calculation of all visual parts we can mix and match, we had about 151 million combinations, different combinations, and it kept increasing because every other holiday we release new parts. So our last event was Valentine's. So we released some heart eye shape, mouth like biting a rose. We had even a Kerubi face. So it kept increasing, and the amount it's gonna be like 151 million NFTs. Probably we're not gonna have a supply like that to stress all the possibilities.
That's amazing. So as a follow-up to this, one of the questions we got was, what should the gamers expect in the upcoming weeks, particularly in regards to the Void Adventures, PvE, and PvP? When will the ranking system be ready?
Okay. Yeah, so next week we have our full launch. It's going to be basically the same experience players are having right now with our open beta. Because aside of the soft launch, players have been testing the game since December on a beta space where it's the full game experience with no crypto. So the Devicoin they have, the NFT they have inside game, it's just a copy. They are going to lose all the progress, but they have a few how the game works. They already made like guides how to maximize your Void Adventures, your tasks, your training. So for next week, they can start. They're going to have the full experience. They experiment in the beta. They're going to have the training gameplay, the Void Adventures, and their tasks. We are adding new Void Adventures, like players being asking for Void Adventures specific for clever personality, because each NFT, each Devkins NFT, they have a personality, and we have some exclusive one that was like a time limited. Clever was one special one that we made for the shop release. And they have not much utility right now, but that's changing. We're adding some adventures for them. And for regarding PvE and PvP, that's coming September, and that's gonna open a new layer of play and earn for Devkins strategic. We are even adding new NFTs categories like equipment, skills, and that's gonna be all there on the marketplace for players to kind of have their luck on getting a rare one and having profits on selling them.
That's great. Thanks for giving us the timeline about September as well. That's very important for the users in the community to be aware of. Just to take a step back, the previous question was from a user obviously quite familiar with your project, but we have one from someone who's just starting to learn about your project.
Okay.
So they've asked, how can I start to play Devkins game? Is there any tutorial, and do I need any gaming equipment to get going?
Cool. Yeah. Right now, any player that want to test the game, they can download the open beta, which is not yet crypto, but it's the same version of the game. It's open to download. Right now, they don't have to do any investment at first. When they create an account, we give them a fake NFT to start and play the game and see, okay, I like that, I don't like that, I want to invest on that. That done, if they say, okay, this a nice project, I want to invest in, I want to jump in, they can buy the coin on exchange, on Bittrex Global. They can buy the coin via swap on Clever Wallet. Devcoin, right now it's a Tron token, so they are TRC20 token.
Yep.
So we need some a few TRX on your wallet to do the transactions. And with that done, they can go to clevernft.com and buy NFT as well. They just connect their Tron wallet there with some balancing in Devicoins, and then they can mint NFTs and see right off the bat what they get. They have like 5 rarities, like common, uncommon, rare, mythic, and eldritch. Eldritch is the rarest one. They have a drop chance of 1 in 9 million. Right now, we have about almost 800 minted NFTs and only 2 Eldritch that we gave away as event. So no one yet minted Eldritch. Yeah.
Okay.
We had 149 though. A mythic 49 is just one step, one step from Eldritch.
Okay. Or 2 is already minted out. So there's how many more?
Yeah. So as I said, it's one. We don't have a max supply. It's an algorithm that generates that. So the mathematical expectancy is that 1 in each 9 million is going to be an Eldritch. Okay. So we are 10% there to get the first Eldritch minted.
Yeah. But another questions regarding if there are any equipment needed to get going to play the game. Is there anything needed or?
Not right now. We do have some so phase 1 consists in training gameplay. We have no combat yet, but the Devkins NFT, they have life stages. So when you buy one from the shop or from the marketplace, they are in the embryo stage. That's the egg stage. They can stay there as long as the player wants.
Yeah.
As soon as they put in the game and they hatch the egg, they are in the kid, we'll call that dev kid stage, when they stay for 7 days. And then we have like a Tamagotchi gameplay style that you train them. They have like basic needs. They have well-being factors. And then we can increase their base attributes like a classical RPG based on your training. So your reward as for how good you treat your dev kid. So in these 7 days, after that, they become an adult dev king. So for the training, players can buy items inside the game using Devicoin. It's a utility token. But they have every 10 minutes a free pack that we give away. Then they just log in and get a random training item to play the game. So they can virtually play for free. They just need the Devkins NFT character right now to play the game. Just bring the game and start playing. To download that, they can go to devkins.com or social medias or Discord or Telegram. The community is really supportive. So as soon as you say, I want to download Devkins, they're going to send you the link. You can download from Android and iOS right now.
That's perfect. So before we wrap up, one of our other users asked, what is your favorite Devkins character?
That's a trick question. Like as I mentioned, each Devkins is basically unique. It's virtually unique. I do have some parts. So a Devkin, it's composed by genes that made up their face, right? So they have the eye genes, ear genes, mouth and nose genes, hair genes.
Nice.
And we have some unique genes that are time limited, exclusive ones. And we have the bonded genes. Bonded genes are genes that always come together. So we have like a mask NFT that's always comes like that. So it's really tricky to say, okay, I like that Devkin, but there are some genes that I really like most other than others. And I said that's why I made them rares when they are dropping. Like the tinted mouth, I think that's
Yeah.
the most awesome mouth that we have come up already, so far. I really like the Viking hair. We have like a Ragnar like hairstyle. The eyes, I really like the heterochromia eye. That's each pupil is one. Each iris is one color. I really like
Okay.
that. Yeah. So I could make up my favorite Devkin, but there is no favorite character per se.
Okay. And for our final question, what is the best way that our community members can get involved with the Devcoin project?
Okay, yeah. First of all, we can go to devkins.com. From there, we have all the information. We have the download of white papers. Right now, we have launched 2 white papers, one for the Devkins project itself, and one just exclusive for the NFT. So explain ins and outs for the NFTs, the Reddit breakdown, the odds and chance, so you can calculate it yourself, like, and see that the algorithm is working as it's supposed to be. And from there, we have our Discord, our Telegram, our Twitter, our Facebook group, and community spread out there. So yeah, you can jump in there. People are really nice there. You're gonna have a good time there.
Perfect. Is there anything else you would like to cover for us? Anything else you would like to share with the community?
Yeah, so Devkin's coming next week. It's gonna be like a big day, and we're really excited to put Devkins out there. It's been like 9 months, and for whoever has any game industry, game developer experience, knows that 9 months, like, it's not a long time for game development. We have games that took like 3 years, 4 years. We have even Spore, that's an old game that took 7 years to be developed. So that's why we divide the project in phases. And right now, not even for just a small part of the project, 9 months is really short time. But I think we managed to do that. I'm really excited to put the game out there. I'm really proud of the team. We made a polished, not rushed game. I think the community feedback has been awesome. They'll say, "Oh yeah, the game is looking good." And I think that's it. Stay tuned with our social medias. We have much more to disclose for the next the couple months.
Perfect. We're very excited for you and having you on board with us. Thank you, Sergio, for joining us for this AMA today. We'll learn a lot about Devicoin. We're very excited about partnering and for the future of Devkins token. So if our viewers want to learn more about Devicoin, please go to devkins.com. That's www.devkins.com. So thank you, Devicoin team, again for having us today with you.
Thank you, Michael.